Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. The question for you is what to do in times of war? Thank you.
Well, as it is now, just one war started. There is a saying from the Prophet ﷺ, or in the tradition, it is said that during the times of war, there is no teaching. Yeah. There's nothing to listen to it, there is nothing to teach, because the war itself is a master. Yeah. And he teaches us through itself. No? But our command is always to stay peacefully. But of course, if we would get attacked, we have to protect. We have to protect, and we have to act according our possibilities and so on. No? Unfortunately, this planet is still in a condition where they attack their own species, kill their own species. And this is, in a way, a level that hopefully we will finish that by the end of this century, that this earth will come to another level of humanity that includes another level of dealing with the planet itself, with the nature, with our brothers and sisters. And if we don't learn that lesson early, I don't think that there are many lessons for us to learn anymore. Yeah. Of course, now everything is coming in the news, and there is a propaganda on both sides. So we never really know what's really going on, and it is not possible for us to know that nowadays. But it's obvious that bombs are happening, and but what precisely now is happening, we cannot know. And what will be the consequences? That is in every war the same thing. And this is why my mother, for example, she comes from a generation which had to deal with war. Her childhood was happening during the Second World War. And it was a habit for the people to have food for some weeks, some months, if possible, available, and to be cautious, no? But there is not many things to do. Up to now, bullets are not coming to us, they are not flying over us. And for Europe now, the war comes close. It is the closest whatever happened up to now in the last decades, except Bosnia. Bosnia was the closest, was almost happening in the heart of Europe. But it didn't have these strong consequences. Now is a big player doing it, and that will definitely shake us, and it will bring us to the points what we will do. Do we want to go on? Did we want to react? No. But this is not our decision. This is not a decision of the common people. There's a few people who's going to decide that. And therefore, the main weapon of a dervish is the prayers. So we should pray now for peace. We should pray for intelligence. We should pray for reason. We should pray for protection. That those who are suffering now, that they as much protected as it can be. And we should open our pockets if they come to us to help them. No. So there will be many scenarios possible. We don't know. It's just the beginning. It can be everything. It can stay as a kind of local war, let's say on one country limited, and it can of course also expand. Yeah. And if that would be the case, then we will have a third world war. and no one can say what is going to happen then. On the other hand, it is mentioned that there will come a glorious time for us. No? Who knows? In my personal point of view, I think we always have the option A and the option B. And for which option we are deciding as a collective, that will bring us to this path or to another path. One path will be an uplifting, and the other path will be a terrible suffering. Yeah. And this will be decided in the coming years. No. So more than ever, we need people to wake up, to stay stable mentally, to take care of their health, to live a life as much in balance as it is possible. Yeah. And well, it is a serious situation, no doubt. And we have to pray for the leaders, that they get inspired from above and that they get supported. Because if we just bash on them, this will not make the situation easier, right? We cannot do anything else than literally to pray. Yeah. And we shouldn't be in fears, but there is a reasonable worry, yeah, and it should make us to think how it could come to this point. No. So we are saying that the ego cannot learn. That means we have to be over it. Otherwise, we will not only repeat, but we will repeat on a higher and harder level than before. Because this is what happens then. No? May Allah help the people there and protect them, protect the children, protect the elders, protect the women, and give them a future. And may Allah protect us as well and protect us from tyranny, protect us from injustice and from bad people. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. آمين.